The restaurant's dim lighting flickered, casting uneven shadows across the room as I took a slow sip of my whiskey neat. My gaze settled on the couple in the corner booth. My wife, Emma, looked stunning as ever, her laughter tinkling like delicate bells. It would have been a beautiful scene if it weren't for the man seated across from her. His hand slipped beneath the table, grazing her thigh. My grip tightened around the glass, the ice clinking softly as I swirled it. Anger and heartbreak coiled in my chest, but I stayed calm. I'd suspected something for weeks. The late-night work meetings, her sudden secrecy around her phone, and the faint, unfamiliar cologne lingering on her clothes. Now I had confirmation, and now I had a plan. For months, I had prepared meticulously. Confrontation wasn't enough. Throwing accusations into the air wouldn't do. Emma had betrayed me, and Martin, the man whose name I now knew, had violated the sanctity of our marriage. They both deserved consequences, not impulsive revenge, but justice crafted with patience and precision. I hired a private investigator to gather everything: photographs, text messages, dates, locations. Every piece of evidence was neatly organized in a file. This wasn't for court. It was personal. I didn't want to ruin her life, only to ensure she felt the weight of her choices. The next morning, I began executing my plan. Step 1, exposure. I started with Martin. A quick social media search revealed he was married to a woman named Claire. She seemed kind, her feed full of family photos, 2 children, happy outings. She didn't deserve to be kept in the dark. I arranged an anonymous meeting at a coffee shop and brought the file. Claire arrived, her face anxious. I hated delivering bad news, but she deserved the truth. Sliding the file across the table, I watched her hands tremble as she opened it. Tears filled her eyes as she scanned the photos and messages. I handed her a tissue, which she took silently. After a moment, she spoke, her voice shaky yet resolute. "Thank you for telling me," she said. "I need time to process this, but I appreciate your honesty." We exchanged numbers and agreed to stay in touch. Claire had plans for Martin, and together, we ensured his world wouldn't remain untouched. Step 2, confrontation. That evening, I prepared a romantic dinner at home. Emma walked in, her face lighting up at the sight of the table I'd set. Candles flickered off the crystal glasses. A bouquet of her favorite flowers sat at the center. "What's the occasion?" she asked, kissing me on the cheek. "Just wanted to spoil my beautiful wife," I replied, hiding my disdain behind a practiced smile. Dinner began smoothly. We talked about mundane things, work, neighbors, upcoming holidays. But when dessert arrived, it was time. "Emma," I began, calm but firm, "I've been thinking a lot about us lately." Her smile faltered slightly. "Oh, what about us?" I reached under my chair and brought out the file I'd shown Claire, sliding it across the table. "I think you should see this." Her face changed as she opened it. Page after page of her betrayal stared back at her. Her hands shook, tears brimming. I can explain," she stammered. "No need," I said, steady. "I know everything. I've known for weeks. This dinner isn't about excuses. It's about consequences." Panic spread across her face. "Please, let me make this right. It was a mistake, a horrible mistake." "Mistakes are accidental," I replied. "This was deliberate, repeated. I can't forgive that." Step 3, resolution. I had already consulted a divorce lawyer and had the papers ready. Sliding them across the table, I said, "Sign these. I'm asking for nothing but my dignity. Keep the house, the car, whatever. I just want to move on." Her tears fell freely, but I remained resolute. She'd made her choice. Now it was time for me to make mine. Signing the papers brought a strange relief. The weight of her betrayal lifted. I could finally breathe, but there was one last step. Step 4, accountability. Claire and I confronted Martin together. We met him at his office, cornering him. His face turned a shade of crimson that was almost comical. "What is this?" he demanded, voice shaking. "This is your reckoning," Claire said, calm and firm. "We know everything. You'll face the consequences." I handed him a copy of the file, watching as his bravado crumbled. Stammering, He muttered apologies and excuses, desperate to salvage the situation. We weren't listening. Claire had initiated divorce proceedings, and Martin's career, built on a facade of integrity, was about to collapse. Walking away, I felt closure. Emma and Martin had made their choices. Now they faced the cost. This wasn't revenge. It was reclaiming my life, moving forward without the shadow of their betrayal. In the following months, I focused on rebuilding. Work, old friends, even dating again. The scars of betrayal didn't disappear overnight, but they became part of my story, a testament to my resilience and strength. One evening, sitting in my new apartment, sipping whiskey, watching the city lights shimmer, I felt something I hadn't in a long time: peace.